Now, see, as much as I want to blame Miss Natalie Nunn because this is a Baddies production and it is on the Zeus network, I also have to think how this show is named Bad versus Wild. And it's supposedly a spinoff of Wildin' Out. And when I think of Wildin' Out, I think of Mr. Nick Cannon, who also has multiple racially ambiguous baby mothers. And then I think of what's circulating in the headlines, light skin versus dark. And I'm like, sounds about Nick Cannon.
Let's talk about it.
Shawty, come and swing my way. We ain't gotta waste no time now, baby. Put that all in my face. I just wanna bump and grind on you, on you, you on my face. So shawty, come and swing my way.
I want people to have fun. Let's kick back. Let's get into a little tea. Let's not get too crazy, but let's enjoy the sip.
But let's get to the chi-chi, the kiki, the internet bull.
If you want to see extended videos, exclusive content, including story times and more, subscribe to my Patreon. If you want to stay engaged and keep up with my commentary, follow me on Twitter. And if you would like to book a personal reading, you can go to my website, thealighteningsouls.com, to schedule you a personal reading today. What's going on, y'all? It's Santana, aka Chi, and we are back for another Let's Talk About It because, girl, Zeus has got the internet up in shambles today. I don't know why, because this news actually came out a couple of days ago, and I had wrote it in my notes, but then I was like, nah, because it can't be serious. He can't be serious. He can't be serious. And then I woke up this morning, and then I saw a flyer, and I was like, oh, he was that ass. Oh. Okay. And so here we are talking about it, child. But before we go ahead and do a whole deep dive into all of this, y'all already know, make sure to go ahead and thumbs this video up, like this video up so we get more traffic over here.
Nothing for free. I cuss a lot. Bitch, I'm a queen. Not like the thoughts. If you wanna be together, you gotta send that check down. You wanna be forever, you gotta send that check down. Gotta send a check on me. Gotta send the rest on me. Hey, hey. Gotta be successful. If you want the best of me. Hey, hey. Gotta send a check on me. Gotta send the rest on me. Hey, hey. Gotta be successful. If you want the best of me. Hey, hey.
Okay, let's go ahead and just jump right into it. I'm going to bring up the video that I originally saw a couple of days ago. As you can see, it literally says this was posted 6 days ago by Hollywood Group Chat. If you don't know who Hollywood Group Chat is, that is Megan's podcast, her blog. And I saw the video 6 days ago. It says Nick Cannon introduces a new show to Zeus that puts light skins versus dark skins and BBLs versus natural women. And mind you, when I saw this 6 days ago, I was like, oh my God. But I was like, okay, well, maybe he just, because you know how sometimes you just be over speaking, you know what I mean? Like you kind of be over exaggerating, like you explaining what your show is about, right? At the end of the day, the show is a Wild 'N Out spinoff. And so I looked at it like, okay, niggas just over explaining. He basically saying like fat and skinny, black versus white, rich versus poor, Earth versus Jupiter, you know what I mean? Like just saying random things to give you the idea that this is a show where we are comparing, or not even comparing, but we have two competing different teams as opposites. None time did I think that he actually meant light skin versus dark skin, but maybe I was wrong. But let's go ahead and watch the original video so you can hear out of his mouth what it is that he said that this show and this episode is about to be.
Zeus's first game show / event / variety show all in one. So the thing on Wild 'N Out, where we do everything from roasting each other to pick up, got props games, and it's that type of energy, but it's with the talent that you love to see on Zeus. So, and it's really, that's why we put verses right in the middle. It's we talking about everything that could collide. We gonna see. We going natural versus BBL. We going light, dark skin. We going East Coast versus West Coast.
Hey man, we might have to get even some the baddies against somebody.
Yeah. Hey, you the boss man. So like, if baddies
versus the cabaret girls, I don't know.
I'm saying eat right there. Jocelyn and Natalie are up to it. I will host.
I think the fans would want that like expedition.
And it's the fact that, as he said, light skin versus dark, and then you literally have this these two best friends, because they damn sure ain't a couple. Y'all know I think that girl is a beard for this man. Y'all know I think she's a beard for this man. He's just a green card. I do not believe he's 100% straight. I don't. He don't give me straight. But like, look at this. Look at this right here. Y'all cannot tell me that this person right here is not a bad bitch. Y'all cannot tell me that's not a bad bitch with Janisha. You cannot tell me. And I'm not talking about Nick Cannon with this flamboyant as green. No. How does Nick Cannon in this flamboyant as green suit look straighter than the man that's actually with the women in the picture? Like, come on now. Hey queen. Okay, queening out for a queen. Listen. I don't know. Because when I think about it, now that I think about it, we call him Lemon Pepper because his name Lumel Plummer. But Chad, maybe we call him Lemon Pepper because he got a little zest up in there. He a little zesty, because that's what it's given. But Chad, that's neither here nor there. It's the fact that they sitting there as a light skin and a dark skin best friends, because they damn sure not a couple. It's the fact that they light skin and brown skin, and he's sitting there saying that. Now, again, I'm gonna give y'all my thoughts at the end of this. Let me walk y'all through, okay? Because I woke up this morning, I saw Twitter in a frenzy because I looked and this was the flyer. And when I saw the flyer, I immediately had to laugh because I was like, oh my God. Because immediately my eyes went to Suki and then it went to Lauren. And I was like, no, the fuck they didn't. No, they did not turn up the brightness on Lauren. No, they did not turn up the brightness on Lauren to make Lauren look like Bad Baby. Why would y'all do that? Why is Lauren up here looking like Danielle Briogli? Why is Lauren up here looking like that? Y'all got Lauren looking like Snow Allegra. Who is that? Turn that brightness down. That is not Lauren's skin tone. That is not, and I can look at this and see that a couple of them are not light skin like they trying to portray. Lauren's not. Whoever this girl isn't, she looks more brown skin. Like, and then they're supposed to be dark skinned. Sukihana is dark skinned. Kat is dark skinned. Really? You cannot make this up. You cannot make this up. Oh my God. Let's go to the comments. Now that's TV would never. Actually, they would. Now that's TV too busy doing straight versus trans. Okay? Fish versus trans. Okay? Biological versus trans. That's what now TV is over there doing. Too busy doing that. Okay? But somebody said this isn't real. This is fake. No, baby. This is real. They deleted it from their Instagram after the backlash, but unfortunately it is. No, it's very real. It's very real, y'all. Y'all just saw the video. Look at this. Let's clock how they made Lauren look lighter than what she really is. Child, y'all go ahead and like this video.
It's getting hot in here. Baby, let me check your temperature. Don't ever think I ever. Baby, I'm feeling. Feelings hot and causes. It's one thing you. Daddy gon' make it. It's your fault I'm soaking wet. I go down and around on that guy. Bitch, you know how I rock. He gone, keep sucking it. He gone, keep whacking it. He gone, keep grabbing it. This pussy, immaculate. He gone, keep sucking it. He gone, keep whacking it. He gone, keep grabbing it. This pussy, immaculate. Pussy, pussy, pussy pop. Pussy, pussy pop. Damn. Pussy, pussy, pussy pop. Pussy, pussy pop. He gone, keep sucking it. He gone, keep whacking it. He gone, keep grabbing it. This pussy, immaculate.
Child. Why they got Lauren out here looking like that? Oh my God. Let's keep going. And that's the real Lauren right there. She is not light skinned. She's not light skinned. She's not light skinned. She's brown skinned. She's caramel, but that is not light skinned. It's giving light skinned Keisha, but it's definitely not giving don't call me white girl. Like, come on now. Come on now. We trying to turn Lauren into Mona. And I do not mean the Scott or the Young. Like, girl. Let's keep going through the comments. Get rid of the whole network at this point. What is this? At everyone's big ass age. I really hate this for us. They doing whatever at this point.
You're motherfucking pushing 40, bitch. You're desperate for a check, doing miscellaneous side shows like Jerry Springer and shit. Like, you can't tell me, bitch, you just doing whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, music going double plastic, you know.
Oh,
like look at these two. Look at these two. Look at Stunner and look at Scott. This is the cast right here. These are the two shades of the cast right here. And they trying to make it dark versus light. That's the gag. That's the gag. Like, it's not like they even got Lupita Nyong'o on the cast versus a Mariah Lynn. Like, baby, they... I can't. Zeus Networks needs to be canceled. I don't know why people still watch. Just sad. Nick Cannon presents. The website link still works. This is insanity. Yes, it's a real thing. And it's the fact that they got the dark skin versus light skin in bold. Like, listen... all I know is that it was trending all day. That I do know. I don't know if it's still trending, but it was definitely trending earlier. Chat, not trans kids. Oh God. Ugh. Don't people get tired of talking about the same shit? Oh, Zeus is still trending. Zeus is still trending. Let's see what they're saying. What can we as a community do to destroy Zeus? Nick Cannon and Zeus Network presents Dark Skin versus Light Skin, hosted by Sukihana. With a special performance by Sukihana. Mother against daughter, father against son.
Oh,
It's elementary.
that ghetto shit gotta go.
Looks like Taseki says she'll be teaching Scarface at the baddie. Ooh, don't tell me I got another video to do. Let me go ahead and bookmark that. Okay, listen, I can do videos all day on this. Y'all be watching them, so hell. Speaking of, before I go ahead and give my opinion, because I definitely have an opinion, and y'all already know my opinion gonna be controversial. But before I get into my opinion, chat, and before I do my next round of baddies videos, because I'm sure by the time this uploads, it's gonna be 5 new topics to talk about. Make sure that y'all have gone and already watched these, okay? Because this one I posted a couple of days ago. Matter of fact, 2 days ago. Make sure that you go watch this video, okay? Natalie was in DC showing her ass, okay? Getting banned from restaurants and trying to call on the help of Black culture to come save her, okay? Then we had the Las Vegas brawl that happened, okay? Natalie and the Baddies girls got jumped by Jocelyn and the Cabaret girls, okay? Then Taseki ran up on Glorilla's team. Child. And I just posted, a couple of minutes ago, Smiley done ran up on Mariah Lynn. Well, she's looking for Mariah Lynn. Okay, she running through casinos with a ski mask on, looking for Mariah Lynn. And then you got the Bad Girls Club girls, of the baddies that done linked up. Brian 7 done pieced it up. And child, it's just they in Vegas doing a lot. But I guess if you're going to do it anyway, baby, why not go to Vegas and do it, right? It's a lot going on. Y'all be supporting Zeus Network, so why the complaints, right? And that's kind of what I said. This is actually discussing where's the activists that have been angry for the past 2 weeks on this app, Nazar Tom, Zeus Network, Nick Cannon, everyone who participates in this colorist foolishness needs to be held accountable. What is this? I don't think that is colorist at all. I don't. Let me tell you why. And that was where we're gonna get into my opinion. And a lot of y'all not gonna like my opinion, but child, when do you? I don't necessarily give a fuck. Let me put me back on screen. So look, this is how I feel. I feel like Nick Cannon is the wrong host for this type of show, or this type of episode rather, because Nick Cannon, you have multiple baby mothers with multiple different kids, and they're all racially ambiguous, and so the Black community, more so Black women, because you don't ever hear Black men complaining about it. It's always Black women that's complaining, oh, protect Black women, and oh, they're gonna leave you for a white girl, and oh, they want the preference, and da. And so I just feel like Nick Cannon, as somebody who has a chosen preference, at least, for his offspring, you're not necessarily the person that should be hosting a light skin versus dark skin episode of a show, considering that that is literally your world. And you made it clear what the winner is to you. You know what I mean? Like, you're the last person that should be hosting that. When you've had the choice between, to choose between light skin versus dark skin, and you choose light every time. Like, that adds to the whole colorist type of thing. Now, me personally, I don't care because I don't get offended or bothered by shit. Like, I don't. And again, I'm gonna keep it completely honest. This is a woman thing. It is. It is. And for me, I don't personally get attached to the outcome. Like, it is bigger fish to fry. There's bigger fish to fry for me. You know what I mean? It's bigger fish to fry. Even if it was black versus white, I still don't care. I still don't care. You know what I mean? Like, I grew up on America's Next Top Model. And actually, I want to put that up on screen next because I know now we live in a digital age where everybody's trying to comfort Tyra and the photo shoots and how she was on Top Model. Listen, remember when Tyra had the girls switching races? I did not mind that. I did not mind that because for me, I am a Capricorn rising with an Aquarius chart. Okay, I can literally go through my whole entire chart. But basically, baby, I am a creative. I'm a creative. I'm a creative child. I've always been a creative child. Like, I come from an art background. And so my mind thinks very Aquarian like. And for me, I've always wanted to see, like, I find it very interesting when what's not the norm becomes the norm, even if just for a second. Like, we're not used to seeing white people with dreadlocks. So it's interesting for me to see that. Or maybe a white person that's rapping. We're not interested to see that. We're not used to seeing that. So that's interesting. Or, black people, doing EDM, not used to seeing that. So that was interesting when that happened with Chris Brown and Rihanna and Usher taking over EDM. Like, I like things that's quote unquote not supposed to be. Hello. 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 I mean, literally my whole entire life, my gender, my sexuality, like nothing about me is the status quo. So I like things like that. It's interesting. And we're not gonna sit and pretend like even when America's Next Top Model was on and they were doing these photo shoots, we're not gonna sit and pretend like you've never sat and wondered, I wonder what that person would look like if they were black. I wonder what I would look like if I were white or Asian, and da da da. Controversies and traumas aside, the art is supposed to be escapism. That's all I looked at it as then. I don't give a fuck what has happened now. Since these episodes came out, I don't care. It was escapism then. It's escapism now. I understand all the controversies and trauma and all of that. But I don't care. I don't care. At the end of the day, it was art. It is what it is. It is what the fuck it is. It was a damn photo shoot. Nothing more, nothing less. Now, the difference between Tyra and the difference between America's Next Top Model and having professional models do professional photo shoots and it be like a one-time thing, we're speaking about a one-time episode that can cause lasting effects because as much as I don't like the fact that, because like Nick Cannon said, this is going to be all types of verses. So it's not just light skin versus dark skin. It's going to be fat versus skinny. It's going to be bad girls versus baddies. It's going to be, baddies versus Jocelyn's Cabaret. It's going to be, BBL versus natural. So it's going to be all types of things versus, its counterpart. It's just that given the stigma and the trauma and the response and the backlash and all of that of light skin versus dark that I'm not looking forward to because, of course, there's so much emotion there. And then we got to hear about the stories and then we got to hear about it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. I get the concept personally. I'm not offended by the concept personally. It's just I don't have time for the backlash and all that's what's going on right now. Like after I upload this video, I promise you I'm about to mute all of the words because I don't want to see it on my timeline. I don't want to hear the think pieces. I don't want to because y'all not doing none of that for any of the other categories that's versing off with each other. You're not. And I always feel a way about these colorist conversations because the complaints are always louder than the actual support. It just is. It just is. It just is. And I don't care how people feel about that. The complaints are louder than the actual support. Y'all do more complaining about where Flo Milli is and where Normani is and where all of these girls are versus actually supporting them to get them to a place like Saweetie, to a place like Ice Spice. It's like, bitch, if you on Twitter or you making TikToks that's getting millions of views, why don't you use that same voice to promote a Flo Milli single? How about that? But y'all don't. It's like you sit around and complain. Like, so I just And that's why I wish Nick Cannon wouldn't have even. I personally get it, but like Nick Cannon, you got too much money. And first of all, you got too much money to even be associated with Zeus. Come on, let's go ahead and put his jackass back up on the screen, because first of all, you don't even need to check. You don't need to check. I know Zeus is making $18 million monthly, because I'm gonna keep reminding y'all of that. I know Zeus is making $18 million monthly, but Nick Cannon, it's not like you out here fiending for a check. I know you got 110 kids, but girl, Nick Cannon, you are literally like one of the wealthiest black men out here that's doing it all. Radio, TV, movies, music, daytime TV, talk shows, game shows. Like, you've done it all and can do it all. And I'm kind of concerned for you with your affiliations with MTV and, Viacom and Fox and the Masked Singer and all of that, and then also being affiliated with the Zeus. Like, I feel like maybe Nick Cannon was looking for another gig, and the reason why he took Zeus on was because Zeus wasn't a competing company. Because that's usually how it goes. Like, when you're working for big brand buildings, and this is where we start getting into business talk. Like, I feel like I gotta start, giving warnings and whatnot, because some of y'all be taking shit personally, not understanding bitches bigger than your opinion. Like, there's actual politics and business to how all of this shit is run. It's not just, oh, you're trying to keep a black man down, or you don't want to see a black woman win. No, bitch, it's actual politics to this shit. Because somebody tried that on my Cardi versus Nicki video, and I'm like, has nothing to do with how I feel about Cardi personally. It's just business-wise and politic-wise. 2023 was Beyonce's year. 2024 is about to be Nicki's year. Cardi would be a fool to drop during that year, and no $1 million company is going to invest millions into anything unless they know that they're going to get their money back. Same shit with Nick. It's like when Nick is a part of MTV and Viacom, and he's a part of, Fox and Disney and all of that, you can want to have another job and be like, yeah, I got to support these kids or whatever, but like, there's contracts involved. And what I'm thinking probably happened is that his contract said he cannot compete with he cannot go for a job with a competing company, which if you're Disney, a competing company would be like ABC. Well, Disney is owned by ABC, but a competing company would be like Fox or like Viacom, which owns MTV and BET and, like things like that. But whereas a Zeus network, bitch, you're not on TV, you're not cable, you're not even on antennas, bitch. Like, you're a streaming app. You might as well be YouTube. So, his other contracts with Disney and Viacom and Fox might be looking at it like, okay, well, Zeus is not competition. Maybe that's the only reason I can think of why he would be working with a Zeus, because it's not like he needed money, but even if he did, maybe that's why, and that's how he got around through the legal loophole of being able to still work and do. But it's just like, is Zeus really worth, or is the check really worth fucking up your bag with a, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, let's keep it real. Zeus is projectic, ghetto, low vibrational bullshit. Natalie literally, come on, let's go back to the video I did. Natalie literally just got kicked out of a restaurant for her association with Zeus. So what the hell do you think that Disney is going to do to Nick Cannon? Like, how do you think that they're looking at him? I know Viacom is like allowing a lot of the girls to go over to Zeus and work. Like Mariah Lynn and Sky and Suki Hana. Like, Viacom has let those girls from Love and Hip Hop go over there and work, but that's a little bit different. But like, Nick Cannon is a different deal. Like, Nick Cannon isn't the talent. He's like behind the scenes. Like, he's production. So I don't know. I don't know how this is gonna work. Maybe he also went over there because he's looking for another baby mother. Baddies and Zeus Network it's no stranger to all of these racially ambiguous girls, and they seem to fall right in line with being his type. If they weren't on Zeus Network, if they weren't on Baddies or Jocelyn's Cabaret, they could easily be a Wild 'N Out girl. So I don't know. Maybe he's looking for another baby mother to impregnate, and he about to pull a little male plumber and be sleeping with half these girls. I don't know. But for me, it wasn't a smart move. And while I get the point of the show, and I'm not personally offended, I know for a fact that multiple people are, and it's not going to be a good luck. And I've been saying for a while now that Zeus is on its last leg. Unfortunately, though, I don't feel like this is going to be enough of a nail in the coffin to take Zeus down. I don't, because y'all complain 1 minute and then y'all still go back and engage. And I feel like it's not going to be until somebody literally gets killed or something like literally happens to someone someone's life, maybe somebody goes to jail or it results in death or something, like I feel like it's gonna be something big that's gonna cause Zeus to shut down or to pivot in its content. Because y'all can do all this complaining today, but by tomorrow, y'all gonna forget. When the show air, y'all still gonna watch and tune in. That's why I say a lot of this should be bullshit. Like, y'all just be talking just to be talking on Twitter. Like I said, the complaints be louder than the actual fucking support. Like, I'm sorry, because with all of this shit, with these colorism conversations, and it's not just colorism, it'd be a lot of shit. It just be like, y'all be watering down the actual point of the movement. It's like, why are the Twitter numbers and the engagement on social media and TikTok, why is that larger than the actual record sales? Why is that louder than the actual support for said people that you call yourself putting yourself on a fork for? Like, it'll never make sense to me. But that's pretty much it, y'all. Let me know, y'all tuning in. Let me know what you think of all of this, of Nick Cannon. What you think is going on with his contract. What you think, like, because he over here doing the Masked Singer, like, season 55. Like, how he about to be able to do this? I don't know, child. I don't know. Let me know what y'all thought about all of this down in the comments below. As if I give a fuck. And definitely make sure that you stream my music as if you give a fuck. I love each and every one of y'all in HD audio. And, well, allegedly. And make sure you go to my website, thealonandsouls.com, to book you a personal reading. And go ahead and sign up for the Patreon for my exclusive content. And I will see y'all in the next one. Bye, ho.
I do what I want, cause who gon' touch me? I get to the green cause I'm all about money. I'm looking like